back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been a hot ass minute since we've done some makeup. That's because it has been, and I apologize. Forgot this was the makeup channel. Yeah, so I did a look inspired by Mitchell. I know you guys know who he is. Like 6 M's and then Mitchell on Instagram. He is one of my biggest inspirations. I know he's like newer to the community, not newer, but like just really like got out there. His work is unbelievable. So I did this exact look about 3 months ago. I did it in October of 2018. So somebody was like, can you please film that? Because I used this makeup then to film a video. I didn't do like the tutorial. I love how it came out. Second time's better than the first. But if you guys want to see how I did this lovely transformation, then keep on watching. Since this is a Mitchell inspired tutorial, he does his brows very fluffy and very natural. I'm not that type of gal. So when I did my brows for this look on Instagram, I just really took them and made them more bold. I know that's kind of the opposite of what he does, but that's kind of like my take on this. I wanted to make this super glam and super dramatic. I never do my brows on camera, as you guys freaking know. But this is not how heavy I normally go with my brows. Although sometimes they seem a little heavy. With this look, I take it a lot more intense. And then what I'll do is I'll like brush it in and up, so I don't have to fill in as much. But I really wanted that bold line, and as you can see, we got that. And then I'm just going to lightly go in and fill in. After I go and brush this out, it'll be a whole new brow. These are my in real life Instagram brows. Honestly, okay, I am not a fan of when people, like, I mean, do your makeup however the fuck you want. But me personally, I don't like a crazy thick heavy brow on myself. But for some reason, when I do makeup like this and I do a brow like this, I'm like obsessed. I'm bringing real life femme drag vibes. So now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer, and I'm going to clean this up on the bottom. Alrighty. Now, last step for the brows is I'm just going to go quick in here with my foundation that I'm going to use, which I will speak on soon, but I'm going to just take this and just go and clean up the tops. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer on my eyes as my base. I'm just going to be honest, still really struggling to find a good eyeshadow base. I need to just get the P. Louise one already. But I'm trying to figure out what I have that works. And I don't know yet. So we're just going to put this on. Now, the palette that we are doing this look with is a super random palette. I feel like most people don't own this palette. This is definitely collector's edition, like a collector's item. It was hyped up, but then I feel like a lot of people didn't give it as much credit as I think it deserves. So the palette that I'm using is the Storybook Cosmetics Burn Book, the Mean Girls palette. We're first going to go in with You Can't Sit With Us. I'm going to pick up this on a small blending brush, and when I say pick this up, I'm picking this up. Okay, we're going to just put this in the crease and blend from there, pack it on. And what I notice with Mitchell and how he does his looks is he packs on so much shadow. so that it's super, super intense. So we really are packing this on. Now remember, this is only our transition shade. But I really want to give it a punch. I believe we only use, I only use 3 shades with this look. So it's nothing crazy. You definitely don't have to use this palette if you have similar shadows. Like I said, now we are just going to blend this out. As you can see, because this is such a light pink, we lose some of that pigmentation when we blend out the shadow. But we get that gradients of color, which is good. And we're just going to go back in and build up more. Now that that is all blended out, I'm going to go in with, she doesn't even go here, I'm going to use a smaller brush. I might have to work with both of these because they both have very different shapes, and this is a very bold color, and we're really, really targeting this. So we're going to put this right in here. Like I said, bold color right in here. So now that I kind of like stamp that in there, I'm going to take this and blend her out. So I lied, I changed brushes again. I remembered which brush that I used to do this. It's the RG18. I don't know if they still sell these, but any small little tapered brush like that, this is just like the perfect size for this crease in here. So really for a little bit, we're just going to place product and blend. I do want to go in and intensify, and then we are going to go and bring some of that pink back in the outer corner, but right now we're just working on blending. I'm going to blend with this brush that I put the pink down with to blend these edges, and then we're going to go in and add more pink. What I am going to do is I'm going to take this NARS creamy concealer, not creamy concealer, yes. No, complete concealer. One of these times I'll get it. And I'm going to put that on my flat brush. I'm going to etch out my lid, and then we're going to place Cool Mom using a flat brush. Alright, our lids are done. I'm going to take this very dense, tiny pointed brush, M560 from Morphe, and she doesn't even go here. I'm going to build this up slowly because this could either go really good or really bad. We're going to take this along the line that we just created by cutting that crease. But I want to bring some intensity back. And I also want to bring a little bit in right here to kind of darken that outer corner. And then we're just going to bring it up and around. I'm now going to take this even smaller brush that has a little bit more blend to it. It's a little fluffier. And then we're going to go through and blend that out. So as you can see, it's that really dense line there. Make that softer. So I did go in again with a little more of that light pink to kind of blend all that and kind of bring some of that pink back. And then I'm going in with this little baby brush again and adding a little more of that dark purple, but finishing up the look so you have a little bit of that purple that you can see. I'm going to do a little bit of eyeliner, no wing, just the Aqua XL Color Paint by Make It Forever M10, which is also black, and a liner brush. I'm just going to take this and very, very carefully just do a line across my lashes, no wing. Okay, so that's kind of like the liner I was saying we're going for. It's just hard to do it on camera, especially having to do it so precise and my mirror being so short to how I film and everything like that. Anywho, I'm going to put on my lashes now, and these are from an AliExpress shop. I will post them down below, and it's the style A15. Then for primer, I'm going to be using the Becca First Light Priming Filter. This is the one with purple undertones. This really brightens the skin. I'm just going to apply this with a priming brush. Then for my foundation, I'm using the Balm Even Stevens Whip Foundation. I've talked about this a couple times on my channel. This is one of those products that I love and I hate. I hate that they have a terrible shade range. I love the coverage of this. It's weird. You would think that you would need a lot, like that you would go through it fast, but you really don't. It's super full coverage. It gives you that great dewy look, but again, I'm very disappointed in the brand. The shade range of this, there's like 6 shades. This is lighter than light, and this is still dark for me. Like, that ain't lighter than light. This is definitely one I have to bring down my neck more because it is not lighter than light. This is medium, bitch, okay? For concealer under my eyes, I'm going to use the NARS Complete Concealer. Same one we've been using all video. I think I forgot to mention what shade this is. This is Light 1 Chantilly is the shade name. We're going to take this up to the lower lash line, and then I'm going to just kind of clean up that look. So it's very sharp and looks like we did a wing, but we did not. I do want to point out the brush that I'm using is the Makeup Forever Wavy 144 brush. This is a great brush. I have one for myself and one in my makeup trunk. I love it because it's small enough to get in that inner corner. It's tapered. It doesn't hold in too much product, so if you are a makeup artist and you clean your brushes on set with like an instant brush cleaner, it's great for getting out all that product and moving on to your next client. So now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Matchstick in Amber, and I'm going to put this right here, work that up, do it right there, I'll work that up. So now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Matchstick in Amber, and I'm going to put this right here, work that up, do it right there, I'll work that up. So we have that very like intense chiseled look, some on my forehead, under the jaw, and bring it down. Under the jaw and bring it down. And we'll do a little right here. And I take the very edge of this. Now this is as far as it goes out. But I take that and I really get in there. Then to blend out this product, I'm using my Clear Sonic with my makeup brush head on it. Now I'm going to set my face, and I'm using the RCMA translucent powder, and I'm going to actually use a puff for this. I'm using the Laura Mercier one. I'm really going to bake under here. Now I know for dry skin, baking is not the best way to go. I'm doing this just to really let that sit, get that crisp, clean look. I honestly just saw that I forgot to contour out my nose, so let a bitch do that quick. While we are waiting, I'm going to use my Hoola Light Bronzer, an oldie but a goodie. Look at that. I have not used this in forever. I didn't even realize like how much I really use this. So I'm going to take this on a, oh, let me tell you, Morphe PK14. And we're going to just bronze up the face. I'm going to be using my Tenderling Blush by MAC. And this is just like a really good blush for when you want to be bronze, because like it's pink but there's like brown undertone to it. While this is all doing its thing, I'm going to work my way to my lips. I'm using the 602 Completely Sepia Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. I'm going to use this to trace out my lips. Now I do overline my lips a little bit with this look. Really want that dramatic, pouty Instagram beauty look. So that's what we're going to do. Then I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics Libra Liquid Lipstick. Now I wiped this little brush off that I was using. I'm going to take the You Can't Sit With Us. We're just going to take this along the bottom lash line just to connect it. We really don't want to smoke this out. Then with a flat detail brush, she doesn't even go here, and put that real close to the lash line. This is where we smoke it out. We're going to finish the eyes off with Marc Jacobs Fine Wine liner, and we're going to put this on the waterline. And then of course go in with under eye mascara, bottom lash mascara. One thing we are missing is highlights. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little brush and pop that in here. Now if you know anything about Mitchell, you know that not only does his blending and technique slay, but his highlight is insane. So I'm using Ofra Nikki Tutorials Glazed Donut, and I'm being very cautious of where I'm placing this, because he does that very precise wet highlight. So I'm using a different highlighting brush. I don't even think this is a highlighting brush. This is E30 from Morphe. And I'm really just putting it on the high point of my cheek. I'm not bringing it up in here. So we're super, super blinding. But I don't want to bring it down too much either. I just want it to be like on that cheekbone. Look really wet and then really intense on the nose. Like Instagram baddie on the nose. So we're super, super blinding. But I don't want to bring it down too much either. I just want it to be like on that cheekbone. Look really wet and then really intense on the nose, like Instagram baddie on the nose. And last but not least, I'm going to be using the very last bit of my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And that is it, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this makeup look. I haven't done a tutorial on what feels like forever, so it was so fun to sit down with you guys and show you all how I did this after it being such a long time since I did the actual look itself. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that little reminder button. And that will give you a notification every single time that I upload a video. And I think that's about it. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye guys. Love you.